Okay. All right.
Hello.
Hello, Iron.
Hello. Hi.
All right. How are you doing? Doing good. All right.
Good.
That's good. All right. So let's introduce a few of the teams that we have online here. So first of all, we have Team Zimbabwe. As introduced it before, they have participated in FGC every single year since the first Global Challenge debut in 2017. They were the overall winning alliance with Team USA for the 2021 First Global Discover and Recover Award. And in 2022 FGC in Geneva, they were X Prize Innovator Award winner for their own innovative solution to combat climate change as a part of the new technology experience, carbon countermeasures. Today we're excited to host them and ask a few questions about their build process of their robot. Then, this year, we have Team Romania, consisting of Delta Force members who achieved the title of World Championship in the year 2022 at the first World Championship in Houston, Texas in Freight Frenzy season. And then finally, we have this year's Team USA representing the United States of America at Singapore this year in October. Their Wolfpack Machina Team 18438 is a third-year FGC team from the Warring School in Beverly, Massachusetts. They have had the highest OPR and won the Inspired Award at the 2023 World Championship. Wolfpack was also the Software Award winner and winning Alliance Captain at the 2023 MTI. Wolfpack will represent Team USA in Singapore with their sister team, Team 18224 Lupine Robotics. And then I do believe we have Team RN on there as well. RN is a country located in Western Asia and is the 17th largest country in the world. The history of RN dates back to ancient times with evidence of human existence at least 10,000 BCE ago. RN is renowned for its contribution to art, literature, philosophy, science, and miniature paintings. Persian carpets and traditional music are also highly regarded forms of artistic expression of this country. So we'll kind of go around in order, and I do have a few questions prepared for you guys. So each of you guys, can you guys please introduce the overall development of your robot and how it is going so far? So maybe we can start with Team Romania.
Hello.
All right, hello.
So for global, as you know, every team gets a kit of rep parts and they only can use those to assemble the robot. And that thing is very strange for us because we use our CNC and 3D printers a lot. But so far we're prototyping the robot, everything's worked fine, and we hope to find the best mechanism for every task.
That's nice. Are you guys going with a shooter or are you guys going specifically using human players? Because our experience from FGC last year, a lot of teams actually use their human players to shoot the balls.
We will use the human players, but we have a strategy and it kind of looks like the Rover Ruckus robots, and we hope it will work well.
That's cool. Have you guys designed a hanging system starting yet? A hanging system or
Um,
in game?
no, we're going to. We're still prototyping the intake and the chassis.
That's cool. Can you tell us a little bit more about your intake?
I would like to keep it secret so far, so we're trying some new things, and yeah.
Okay, sounds good. All right. For Wolfpack FGC USA, can you guys tell us a little bit about your development of the robot and how it is going so far?
Yeah, so we definitely experienced like the same sort of like difficulty in using like the rep parts as Team Romania has, as we're very used to like our CNC machine and printer. Anyone want to talk about that?
Um, we have been struggling with the rev parts, but we're getting there.
Yeah, and right now we're just working on putting like some of like the prototype assemblies we have together on a full like robot.
From our experience, rev parts were very, very limiting because of the kit that we had and all of its parts. So are you guys like basically using every single motor and every single servo in there?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
All right. Are you guys developing a shooter or are you guys developing a kind of a push system to the players?
Our strategy is definitely more in line with like a shooter.
Yeah. I think a little bit of tips, right? Because that's what we did with our shooters last year, but our shooter was not as efficient So in the end, I think we were outshot by a bunch of human players. Like this guy, one guy was like a professional basketball player, which is pretty cool.
Hmm.
All right. Now on to Team Zimbabwe. Blessing, how is your robot development process going? All right, maybe he stepped away for a bit.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, go on.
Oh yeah. So we have started off quite well. We have managed to create the prototype of the actual robot that we want to come up with, and we've been focusing more on the shooting mechanism for the robot.
That's cool. Are you guys developing your intake and then going? Have you guys developed intake yet?
Well, yeah, we have managed to make something that is, but then it's not there yet. But we have managed to create the intake. But then we were only having a problem with I'd say the tank for us to like the actual size for the collection box for the balls that we would have collected.
Hmm. So have you started
Yeah.
developing that little hook arm into the container that you're going to be grabbing?
So we are going to be pushing the container instead, rather than pulling it.
Oh, that I think yeah, that is much more effective. All right. So why did you guys decide to go with the pushing instead of pulling?
We noted that for the pulling, we won't align the tank with the oxygen accumulator well. So pushing will make the alignment better.
Ah, I see, I see. All right. So now about the field design, right? The field is actually kind of quite big. How are you guys developing a miniature field for your robot prototype? Anyone feel free to answer.
Pardon, we didn't get your question.
Yeah, have you guys developed, how did you guys prototype your robot with the field? Did you develop your own field or did you use some other part to simulate it?
So far we're just tasting without a practical field,
Oh, are you guys
because
planning to?
we are making the intake mechanism. So after we make the intake mechanism, we just test putting balls inside the robot, and if we check it's not working, we start again in that cycle.
I see. I see. All right. What about any other teams? Have you guys built your own field yet?
So far not, but we're going to build our.
Very nice. What about Team USA? Have you guys built your own field?
We have like a hydrogen hub, but then the other stuff we are using is kind of rudimentary.
Yep.
That's cool. All right, so I know we have to cut a little bit short here, but I do want to leave off with one last question. What are some of the extreme challenges that you guys have been facing regarding the parts or the field or the robot development in the software process at all? Maybe we can start off with Team Romania.
The ref slides were a little weird, but we found something, and yeah, they work fine now. But it's very unusual. Like we used a lot Misumi slides, and the rev ones are very
Yeah,
different from those.
that's cool. All right. What about Team USA or Team Zimbabwe? What are some challenges that you guys have faced, and how do you plan to overcome them?
Oh, yeah.
We have been struggling a lot with the time crunch for building our robot.
So, are you guys planning to work alongside your FGC and FTC robot then?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're trying to just like get the FGC robot finished before the kickoff.
I think you guys have like 2 weeks left.
What?
That's cool. You guys have like 2 weeks left for the until kickoff, I believe.
Yeah, yeah.
That's cool. All right. What about Team Zimbabwe? What are some challenges you guys have faced, and how did you overcome them?
So we've been working on a mechanism whereby we intake the balls and they are stored in a container. So we wanted the container to be lifted by linear motion, so that it can go deposit the balls in an electrolyzer. So we were struggling on how to connect the container to the linear motion.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's awesome. All right. Thank you all you guys for sharing your experience about the current FGC, and I hope wish all of you guys best of luck in the 2023 Singapore Challenge. I wish I was there. I really want to go to Singapore, but I have to study. So have fun. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.